The Seahawks were back in practice today after a day off and another day removed from their mock game. All right, so I'm going to give you the injury updates real quickly here, and then we'll get to the video. Kenny McIntosh is out for 2 weeks, according to Pete Carroll. Andre Whitaker, the rookie, his knee suffered a major serious knee issue, so he'll be out for a while. Tyler Lockett did not practice today. I asked the coach, and Pete said, hey, it's just a veteran day. The real good news is Tariq Woolen is back practicing, the cornerback, and so Pete said, look, we're going to take a while to get him back. He's back. He does the walkthrough, so that is good news. So let's go to the video.
Now once you do a move, rolling off, still work that first step. Boom, boom. You should be like a falling star. It's a ball that's go. Get your hands to the arms up, man. Go. All that weight on that front foot. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Hey, give him more, Mike. Give him more. You can't get no more than that. All that, gotta get on that. Get him low. Hey, damn. You got that momentum take you there. One more time. Go. There we go. There he comes up. There he go. Yes, sir. Here we go. Y'all got to be focused on that. Y'all know the shoulder. Shoulder, man. Ready to go. There we go. Good. There we go. Good shape. Good shape right there. We go one more. Go right here. Ready to go. There we go. Good shape. Right into the rotation. Hand up. He's on the hand up. All right, we got this right here. Ready to go. Down behind.
film. The day that we put together there was really a big day for us. And we practiced, how we take the field, in pregame. We practiced the Saturday review. We did all of that. We get the guys over to the stadium for the first time for a bunch of guys and showed them how we do our procedures. All of that was all part of why we had the mock game, and, being here at Lumen doing it so that we're getting ready for a home game, home situation. Even the parking, the drive, and all that stuff, we're trying to smooth that out for the fellas so that they've been there before, at least once. And so that we got a ton done in that regard just before we even started the game. The fact that we can set up a game like that and coaches get up in the press box and we're running plays into the sidelines, all of that, it just seems more real. So I love the opportunity. But more than that, the offense and the defense, the first groups, both did well. They both executed well. The offense scored 3 times. I called off one of the drives just because it was a 15-play drive, so I kicked field goal instead and keep it going plays-wise. But they did a nice job executing. Pass protection was really good. I thought Gino looked like he picked up right where he left off. And so all of that felt good. On the other side of the ball, we fit well in the running game and hustled around, got the line of scrimmage as close as we can get it to live for both sides of the ball. So we gained a lot of that, and I think it helped us take the next step, getting ready for Thursday. And so I was really pleased with it. We got by a bunch of different guys. There was a lot of guys did good things. All in all, one of the big areas of issue was penalties. We sloppy at the line of scrimmage, gave up some stuff that we didn't need to give up, and a couple of things on defense as well to get first downs that we had a chance to stop them. So we're trying to really clean all that up with emphasis and make sure that we don't carry that on. We got to get a game clean, so that showed news. He's got a sprain, might be a couple weeks, and so it looked nasty, but he's flexible, extraordinary athlete that he was. He made it through that awkward position that he got in, and he came out okay. He's walking around and all that. He's got a little swelling. We think it's like a first degree type of sprain, so we were very lucky there. Not so for Whitaker. He had legit patella injury and patella tendon injury, and he's going to have some work on. It was always just kind of creeping him back into it, so we didn't miss anything in return. He did really well today. He was still limited in his numbers of reps, but he did full speed stuff for us. So he'll be back for the rest of his workouts have been extraordinary, and we can't keep him on any longer. He's just too close. We're still going to take care of him and make sure that we get him back to the football movements and the football kind of changes, directions and things. In more competitive situations, we took individual today, and it'll be a little different tomorrow in the process. But and this week we'll be really quiet this week. We won't give him a lot of work, but we're stressing him in the workouts, in the rehab work, to make sure that he's getting there. He feels great. He's really confident in it. We're gonna make him be begging to get back out there. Like it was a little jittery, a little different than they had looked in practice, and so. It's really important that we had that, that opportunity to see that, because otherwise it would happen on Thursday night, likely. So I think we can smooth some things out. But they're all excited, but it's the process that I'm concerned about. So some guys might have done more than they should have in pregame and more they should have, in preparation during the day. That's all the stuff we're trying to learn, so we can maximize that time frame. Those prep opportunities are crucial for mentality and also the physical side with the defense. And it's kind of remarkable how smooth that feels. It doesn't feel like a distraction at all. Just like, yeah, they're supposed to be here. Kind of, when many of our guys come back, they've been with us for a number of years. It's just interesting how it just kind of just blend in. And both those guys have fun. They're fired up and compete today on the field. It's great to see them. So I love that they're here.
All right, there you had it, the B-roll, and you had quotes from Pete Carroll. Practice notes, Cliff Averill and Michael Bennett were here today and assisting as assistant coaches and helping the players in the drills. And Pete said, you know what, that's a nice touch. We like to do that. And both of those Seahawk legends will be here all week. And then in terms of other Silver Stars practice notes, DK Metcalf, 2 spectacular catches on the 7-on-7. And why they're spectacular is because, again, he was wide out, cut inside, then went down the middle. And then it was interesting why this play really, both of them were fantastic, because Gino, it was almost kind of a timing route. Gino waited and waited and waited for DK to make that break. And then when he did, it was a perfect pass between two two DBs, and it ended in touchdowns, both of them. So again, DK continues to shine. He's missed. It's interesting. Once in a while, he's dropping a ball here, but I also think he is a quiet performer during the camp right now. So I think he's having his best camp since he's been here, just in terms of how he's focused on the craft. You know, each play, during practice, after practice, and all those things. So you heard it here first. It's going to be a big year for DK. Interesting practice notes. The Seahawks spent extra time on this one drill that I'd like to, you know, to let you know about, and see if I can articulate this, but actually pretty easy. Wide receiver over there. You had offensive lineman here, and then you had your quarterback. The idea of the drill was this. Quarterback is in Geno. All you takes a couple steps back. The receiver takes 3-4 steps back from the line of scrimmage. He gets a screen. The offensive lineman, then the idea was to get the offensive lineman in front of the wide receiver. You know, I mean, it's not a jet sweep. I'd almost say a bubble screen. And it's something the Seahawks continue to practice, and I think it's something that, you know, they're installing in their offense. And the reason why you're doing that is with receivers like Jackson Smith-Njigba and Tyler Lockett in the slot. You get them the ball, get a blocker out there, and away you go. And speaking of Jackson Smith-Njigba, Pete did say, yes, he likes his decision making, and he's available to to shag punts and during the season. So as I said before, you heard it here, I think Jackson Smith-Njigba is going to be a punt returner, which is good just because of the speed. And Pete said, you know what, I like his hands. So in terms of your the ones today, D.S. Gridge, Noah Fant, Charles Cross, Damian Lewis, Evan Brown, Abe Lucas, and Haynes were your linemen, and then of course Geno Smith and DJ Dallas. On the defense, you had Jaron Reed, Draymond Jones, Uchenna Nwasu, Bobby Wagner, Boye Mafe, Julian Love, Devin Witherspoon, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jackson. And when the Seahawks went to a dime package, Trey Brown joined in with the players I mentioned, and then Julian Love would step off the field, and Bobby Wagner was your lone linebacker. And that's something, again, the Seahawks have been experimenting with, going with that nickel and the dime package. And as Pete said, they just have so many talented, defensive backs. They want to get him on the field. And one more note, Jake Bobo and Brian Cornerback continue to shine. Both of them, Cornerback, I think, is seeing the opportunity with Walker sitting out and not playing, and also Kenny McIntosh. He's getting some reps, and he's taking that opportunity. And obviously, Jake Bobo is versatile. He can play slot, he can play out there, and he's got good hands, and the team likes him. So, Draymond Jones actually did something with his toe right as practice ended. We asked Pete about it. He said, it's not a big deal. It's just something with his big toe. So more to come. So there you have it from the VMAC in Renton. I'm Asvita Mara Ire.